My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Slay the Spire. Alright, look. I kind of want to get the achievement Neon. So, Neon is channel 9 plasma in a single turn. So, my immediate read on that was, okay, channeling 9 plasma in a single turn, you can channel 2 plasma at the same time if you get extraordinarily lucky with Chaos. You can channel 1 if you play Fusion. You can channel 1 at the very start turn of any fight if you have the nuclear battery. Nuclear. You channel 3 with a Meteor Strike. So you kind of need Meteor Strike to be involved, though? What I read it as is you either need a Snecko Meteor Strike deck that has maybe like a multicast in it so that you can get a ridiculous amount of energy, Meteor Strike, and then pull a Meteor Strike back out of your deck using a hologram out of your discard pile, that is, of course. Or an Echo Form deck that has Meteor Strike in it and enough energy to start the chain rolling. Perhaps even both. For the sake of the fact that Meteor Strike and Echo Form seem extraordinarily necessary here, I'm going to choose a curse. Or rather, choose a rare card, but obtain a curse. The one of these that makes the most sense to me is multicast. All for One, is a zero-cost deck going to synergize with this? No, not at all. Amplify, will a power deck synergize with this? Yes. Will a multicast deck synergize with this? Not really. Alright, never mind. We'll go with the Amplify. Oh, also Recursion when you already have a Plasma Orb out. That's another way to channel Plasma. There's not a ridiculous amount of ways to channel Plasma in this game, so it kind of makes the choice a little bit more obvious. Your constraints are a bit more narrow. We got a Clumsy. Okay, that's that is literally the best curse that we could have gotten. Courtesy of the fact that you only ever waste one draw on it. It exhausts itself after you draw it. Scrape versus Barrage versus Compile Driver. We are going to be picking up Plasma. After that, Compile Driver is going to be handy because we're going to have a Lightning out, probably, because we have a Zap in the deck and we already have the Cracked Core, giving us a Lightning at the start of each battle. So Compile Driver then becomes draw 2 at the very least, and having extra draw when you have Plasma Orbs out is really good because then you can match your expected energy expenditure, so the combined energy cost of your entire hand, to the energy that you generate each turn. For the moment, though, none of these are really going to help us. We're looking for powers. Yep, Defrag. Defrag's a good pickup here. Defrag will remove Clumsy. Alright. Losing 6 max HP there is fine, because I'd already taken 6 damage. I mean, I can amplify the Defrag. Play a single defense. I have the perfect amount of max HP right now. Easy. 2 strikes from a kill. That'll do it. Recycle is interesting, because Recycle is an enabler for playing Meteor Strike. I think I take none of those at the moment. We're going to have a rough time against the... Really didn't... You, Acid Slime, you dodged... I'm exactly as mad as you think I am. Alright. Fusion is for channeling a single Plasma. I still don't think I'd take it yet. Especially considering that it won't do anything for our build yet. Turbo is an enabler for Meteor Strike. I think we have to get the Meteor Strike first and then focus on how to play it. Because if we focus on how to play it and then never get it, that's like the biggest chump move of all time. I'm playing 2 skills that turn because they are primarily how we deal our damage. Hey, and they guaranteed that I killed the next turn. Molten Egg, whenever you add an attack card to your deck and it's upgraded. Handy. I'm tempted to take that Static Discharge just to have another power. Because I have to kind of care for my early game as well as my late game. That's a little bit difficult to balance right now. I'm really not pleased about the fact that I'm about to take, yep, solid 12 there, and there's nothing I can really do about it. Ouch. That'll kill, though. Electrodynamics, sure. Lightning now hits all enemies. Channel 2 lightning. Upgrade electrodynamics as well. Okay. We can fight that elite because it can't be the gremlin knob because we just fought the gremlin knob. If your HP is full, gain energy at the start of each turn. So it's going to be either the Sentinels, which is the easiest fight for me because I have... 1 second. Because I have an explosive potion as well as electrodynamics, or it's the... Lagavulin, against whom I would have the time to set up my build. Oh, we are gonna... Oh, you frustrate me to no end, video game. We're gonna have 1 HP because we got a bad draw there. Well, at least we got electrodynamics, so we kill everything. This is what I was talking about. Pair, raise your max HP by 10. Beautiful. Kind of heals me up at the moment as well. Take a defrag there. I did all of that just so I could get across to this shop, basically. You know what? 34 and 100? Sure, I'll take both. Because our build is about waiting until we set ourselves up to win. Yeah, I don't need to use an explosive potion or anything here. Electrodynamics is pretty good. We'll take a charge battery. It's a nice little defensive card, as well as the fact that it's going to give us an energy the turn after. I die if I take the gold here, so I guess I have to leave some. That's a shame. Our deck isn't ridiculously defensive, which does make me worry about the possibility of dying to this boss. So I'm going to rest here. Amplify electrodynamics is pretty good, though. Ideally, I would want it to amplify my defragment. Either of them, in fact. But hey, can't always get what you want. There we go. Defend against the 20. We have no longer anything in our deck that the Amplify can be used with, unfortunately. Or rather, we no longer have in our deck anything with which the Amplify can be used. Since this fight is still going to be going longer, I'll use the zap afterwards to keep a full complement. I'm quite pleased about that draw, actually. Come on, give me some defensive cards this turn. Thank you, video game. I would strike here, but I don't want to. Striking there would have had me take 3 damage. It's about 3 more damage than I wanted to take. Okay. Full cost charge. Everything up. Alright, we've got the kill here. Watch the lightning do its work. Now, come on. Meteor Strike, then Snecko Skull immediately after. Snecko Skull, Snecko Eye. Meteor Strike. Got it. We're gonna need our gold because we're probably gonna need to buy. I mean, not only are we gonna need our gold, but the golden idol is giving me more gold, so we'll take the cursed key because we do need the extra energy. So now what I'm looking for is echo form. Okay. Got a pretty well-defined path here for ourselves. Not exceedingly pleased with the fact that I'm about to lose my runic decahedron bonus immediately. We need our deck to get a bit more defensive. Yeah, these hands, like, Electrodynamics is exactly what I needed, and it is so late to the party. I do want my gold back, though. So I'll put some effort into killing. Use both my potions there. Melter Beam Cell Turbo? No. Ah, do I take Turbo? In a deck of 18 cards, I would have to get Turbo and the... What's it called? Turbo and... Come on, brain. You know this one. I would have to get Turbo and Meteor Strike in the same hand. And that's just a wee bit of a stretch. Can't really expect that to occur. I've upgraded Amplify there because we now have 4 powers in the deck, so... It's just kind of a responsible upgrade to do. There you go. Taking no more damage, thank you very much. Recycle, Compile Driver, and Charge Battery. I could take any of these. I'm looking at the Recycle right now because it will also allow me to thin out my deck of the elements I desperately don't want, as well as possibly play an element in getting our Meteor Strike active. See, if we had full HP now, we would be able to play Meteor Strike. I'm not mad about it. You're mad about it. Okay, we're both mad about it. The only important thing is we're mad. Okay, we want instantaneous effects, so I'll zap before I dual cast here. Frontline dies. I was about to say, unless that's a heal, the backline dies this turn. That said, even with it, they're still dead. I mean, Sunder technically works in this deck. Technically. Force Field's better, though. I do need the defense, and I do have a lot of powers. Getting Jax is not really a thing we need. We don't really use our strength. I would have taken Apotheosis. I totally would have taken Apotheosis. I may take card removal, Charge Battery. Charge Battery is really, really important, not only for being a handy defensive card for us, but also for the energy that passes on to a next turn. I mean, amplifying defrag there in the first turn is not bad. I'll have the energy for a Meteor Strike this turn, if I happen to draw it, which I don't. It's fine, though. Amplify Electrodynamics. Hell yeah! Oh, that's perfect. After I amplified an... Oh, man. This is going to be... Yeah. Slaughter. Absolute slaughter. Warpaint, upon pickup, upgrade 2 random skills. We'll look for skills first. I could take Glacier as a defensive option. I used to say it Glacier, but I'm going to say Glacier now because apparently Glacier pissed people off, and that is literally a correct way to say it. Ugh. Some y'all Americans need to know that British pronunciation and the Australian pronunciation of some of these words is different and also correct. That said, there's also a lot of things I say incorrectly just to annoy people, so I can understand. I can understand the confusion. I may not take Glacier here. I think I'm using my charged battery as my defensive options. I think I need to keep my aggressive options on the table. Sure. Alright, let's fight another elite. I do not want to curse, despite whatever that relic could be. This is unfortunate. Okay, I'm gonna allow myself to take... Oh no! I thought I blocked just enough to take only 1 damage that turn, but it turns out I didn't. Oops. See, unfortunately, in fights like this, it is basically how early can I get my electrodynamics? As much as I want to play Meteor Strike, my next hand isn't going to require that I have all that extra energy, and the electrodynamics is way better. Ugh. I hate when the responsible option is also the less fun. All right. Yeah, like pretty much any summon is just gonna die. So as long as you don't attack while you're solo on the field, we'll be fine. Any reasonable draw here will kill. Sure. Let's kill with a Meteor Strike just for funsies. Ancient T-Set. Whenever you enter a rest site, start the next combat with 2 extra energy. That's really handy. Another defragment. Probably shouldn't have been defragged there, actually. That's my bad. Yeah, no, what it should have been is the charge battery. Even though we have a bunch of those, more is more good. I will actually use dual cast here as well. And I will play all of these because the enemy is dead in 2 turns. If I do... Beautiful. I'm amazed we got out of that fight without taking damage, frankly. All of our potions are bad, but I want to go to the store with my money. I'm just going to the store. I'm just going to the store. I would have taken that Meteor Strike had I the option, but I don't have the option, so I won't. Unfortunate, though. Oh, this is garbage hand. They're all things that need something else. Uh-oh. We could easily die in this fight if we don't draw our... Good defense. If we don't draw our electrodynamics soon enough. It basically now is the last turn to draw it. Beautiful. I got it. If I defend here, I will have 1 extra defense. I'll have 18. I'll die. I defend for 27. 3 by 9 is 27. This is the most defense I could have played anyway, so I don't know if it would have changed my turn. If I play Static Discharge, they actually resolve in order. So I play Static Discharge, the first person hits me, causes a lightning, which evokes for 12, which hits this guy, and then this guy hits me and I die. I'm dead either way. That's really unfortunate. I'm dead by exactly 1. What? Oh, I didn't even consider the damage that they were doing at the end of the turn. What a dunce! Liquid Bronze. I'm not super keen on that. I think I have to rest here. We're just not going to be able to sustain a long fight without it. God, please stop giving me all of my combo pieces in the earliest hands. It is actually infuriating. Oh, it is real not good for my brain. There we go. Our first in-play actual meteor strike. Hell yeah. And now we can see exactly how little it will accomplish. 21. Ouch. I mean, at the very least, this meteor strike is now basically free. Should have played the defragment earlier. Would have done slightly more damage with my evoking of the lightning. Amplifying defrag is really, really handy here. Okay. I think we're dead in this fight. Yeah, we just got made vulnerable again. I'm actually going to recycle the Meteor Strike out of the deck. The enemy is going to start purging this turn. Oh, they just debuffed me again. Yeah, we're dead. I can see the death coming, and it's because we're still going to be vulnerable by the time you get to your execute turn. Yeah, that's 75 incoming damage. There is nothing in my deck, no force on heaven nor earth, that will compel that not to murder me. I'm kind of sad to be achievement hunting right now, and a lot of it comes directly from the fact that I can't just roll with the punches of what the run gives me. I need to force it to give me certain things. Otherwise, like, if I win the run but don't get the achievement, that's a fail state still. But this means that, like, the win states are so few and far between. I'm going to take a random boss relic here. Yeah, could help. This could help. Right. Still 2 damage in the first fight, but not having the potency of the early zap out that you can then hit with a dual cast does result in you taking a wee bit more damage. Understandably. I'm tempted to take white noise here. Tempest is actually really, really good in an energy generation deck, which this would become, but I can't guarantee that it's going to become that yet. Ooh, we actually got some money right before the shop. Handy. I have to be pretty frank. That Doom and Gloom is actually really interesting. Yeah. It's going to give us win con in the early game. And the fact that we've traded out our early relic actually makes it much better. Because it means that when we channel the Dark Orb, it's going to be at the front of the slots. So it is really easy to turn around and then dual cast it afterwards. Obviously not here, in this specific circumstance, but generally. Okay. None there. I'm pretty much always about removal. I mean, all of that went pretty well. If you're wondering why I'm not playing defenses here, I will run it over because every time someone's like, this dude is leaving his turns without playing defenses, shake my damn head. The Gremlin Knob has a thing called Enrage, which is whenever you play a skill, he will gain 2 strength. A defend defends you for 5. So if you're enraging him by playing it, you're only gaining 3 block, right? Because you're increasing his attack by 2 and your defense by 5. So the net gain of block is 3. But the thing is, his enrage buff persists. So next turn, you blocked 5, sure, and then took 2 extra as a result. So you blocked 3. The turn after, he hits you again. You've now blocked 1. If he hits you a 3rd time, so if he is alive and hits you for 2 turns after you've played your block, you're making a net loss of HP by having played a block. Now, obviously, there are varying factors. Weakness will change it. Vulnerability will change it. Vulnerability means that he's doing 3 extra damage every single time. Weakness and vulnerability interact in a really kind of difficult and annoying to count way, but that's also something to consider. If you have weakened the enemy in particular and you're not vulnerable, you're only usually increasing his attack by 1 for that specific turn. And obviously defends that defend you for much more than 5 are going to be a net positive for many more turns. Lantern, gain energy on the first turn of each combat. That's actually really Meteor Strike. We can't play it yet. There's a lot of things here I actually really want. Okay. Good. We can't play the Meteor Strike yet, but we are going to need it. It's fine. See, the next stage of this Dark Orb was it's now capable of killing both of you. So, yeah, as soon as I get dual cast, you're both dead. Beautiful. Mummified Hand. Whenever you play a power, a random card in your hand costs 0 for the rest of the turn, as well as double energy. I'm not going to take the double energy. But a power builds with Meteor Strike. I think I now just need to live until this all comes together. I was considering going for this elite over here, but if it's another Gremlin Knob, I'm dead. Toolbox at the start of each combat, add a random colors card to your hand. Sure. If we get Enlightenment, that would be good. We're going to upgrade the White Noise because we will always be playing it. I wasted the Dark Shackles there because I'm just basically looking to draw damage. Probably shouldn't have done that. That was a misplay. In retrospect. Yeah. So I accepted damage that turn, knowing that it was going to give me lethal the turn after. Smoke Bomb. Escape any non-boss combat will receive no rewards. I'm going to take that. I'm definitely going to take Loop. Turbo is something that I could have taken, and in this thin of a deck, it actually would have been quite useful for creating Meteor Strike. But the thing is, Meteor Strike is not our win condition right now. In fact, Meteor Strike needs a lot of things to be a quote-unquote win condition. So instead, I'm going to focus on my Dark build, which is the Loop, the Doom and Gloom, the White Noise, the Mummified Hand, and then keep the Meteor Strike handy, just lying in wait until we can possibly use it. Okay, okay. As long as I draw a single block every single turn, we'll be fine. That Biased Cognition's probably not going to be around for... Yeah, there we go. Around for long enough to make a difference. Poison Potion, no. Rebound, no. Alright. Oh, cool! Deep Breath is actually not a... Why? I mean, I'm glad that I got it, but why? All right. Well, we got a second Meteor Strike, and we've got Parasite now. So I desperately need some way to gain energy, because now I've got 2 uncastable cards in my deck. Ornamental Fan, every time you play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 4 block. I am going to have to rest here. I don't want to, but I'm going to have to. Okay, I can get that Meteor Strike out this turn. We zap, then we loop. Please don't hit magnetism. Good. Meteor Strike, then Doom and Gloom, because I've got to start that baking. That's my win con. Deep breath, and then Doom and Gloom. Sure. Oh, Dark Shackle's turning up exactly this turn. Hell yes. We'll dual cast before we Meteor Strike. Ah, yeah. Woo. Oh, good boy, video game. Good boy. All right. I like it. I like it all. Apotheosis? I didn't check, but apparently it's my birthday. Nothing else explains this. Okay. Definitely dual cast there, just in case we draw something that needs it. Yeah, another magnetism. Sure. Okay, we'll play Doom and Gloom. Then play both of the defense. Then magnetism decreases the cost of Meteor Strike. This is exactly why I wanted to do a power build, because the Mummified Hand is enabling our Meteor Strikes. Got him. Okay. Essence of Steel, gain 4 plated armor. That's probably better than... No, it's not better than any of those. Amplify is ridiculous. Creative AI is also ridiculous, though. So I've got to consider. Creative AI is also gives me the possibility of picking up an Echo Form without having to draft an Echo Form. That makes it worth more. It's Runic Pyramid, right? Because at the end of your turn, you no longer discard your hand. So those Meteor Strikes will just stay in hand until they're playable. And then we Meteor Strike the ever-loving bejesus out of anything that dares stand in our way. I want extra energy, but I think we energy cheat rather than actually generate the extra energy, you know, the old-fashioned way. I'll play a defense here to get it out of my hand, because my hand is going to get real cramped real soon. I'm actually really tempted to escape this fight with the smoke bomb, because this is not going to go well. I'll leave that dual cast in my hand until the appropriate time. Never mind. I have to dual cast it now, otherwise I'm evoking it with nothing. Ha! Meteor Strike. We did get one. Nice. Alright. We got out of that fight without using the smoke bomb. Quite pleased about that. Could easily take the capacitor and will do. 1 of 20 cards to add to my deck. I mean, most powers we would take, so sure. Storm is a way to deal damage while we generate all of our powers. But the thing is, I kind of... There's, on some level, I don't want Storm, because it will deal damage, and I'm possibly at some point going to need to stall out a fight while I wait to cast all of my Meteor Strikes in the same turn. So I'm a little hesitant. Take White Noise. This is undeniably an apparition deck. I've spoken about it before, but the decks where you are using the apparitions just to buy time while you set up your powers are the strongest apparition decks. I mean, I could play apparition this turn or not play apparition. It doesn't change. Now, unfortunately, even though it's ethereal, even though I retain my hand from Runic Pyramid, Apparition's ethereal, so it'll still disappear. This fight is actually going to be real garbage. I'm going to leave. I'm going to smoke bomb it out. That fight could have easily gone ridiculously south for us, and it was in fact starting to. Okay. The one that I'm most interested in right now is the Gremlin Horn. Whenever an enemy dies, gain an energy and draw a card. I'm also going to take a power potion because we're about to go into a combat. Okay. And that power potion is actually like a really handy way to make a Meteor Strike cost 0. Was really hoping that would hit the Meteor Strike. Oh well. Okay. Yeah, we're getting to the point that we can't really do anything with our hands. We need one of those Meteor Strikes played. Alright, so I'll play 2 things before I play my Machine Learning. So there's a 40% chance it hits a Meteor Strike. Didn't. That's unfortunate. We basically get 1 chance per hand. That didn't work either. We're no longer intangible either, so... There's a Meteor Strike. Let's dual cast the front line. Meteor Strike for a bunch of damage, and then zap to kill him. Beautiful. Letter Opener, every time you play 3 skills in a single turn, deal 5 damage to all enemies. A Fear Potion that we're not going to take. We'll take the Hologram, because that's... If we play 2 Meteor Strikes in the same turn, then we're hologramming back a Meteor Strike. We can do it without an Echo Form. And I would be, frankly, GD amazed if we could do it without an Echo Form. Oh, look! Echo Form! What up, Echo Form? I have to play both of these. I would love to double play the Doom and Gloom next turn, but having the Dark Orb already out there and already building is pretty important. I'll double play the Capacitor. Damn it! The first card you play in a turn from Echo Form is doubled. So that's why I wanted to double play the Capacitor, right? Because then it gives 2 cost reductions from Mummified Hand. We'll do the same here with Loop. And neither of them, come on. Game. Alright, never mind. I'm using a Power Potion. Okay, so if I dual cast, I think the Dark Orb will hit the frontliner twice, and then the Letter Opener will trigger. Although I really want to know what that actual interaction is. So I'm going to purposefully do it incorrectly, just in case. I'm a little bit surprised. We generated 6 that turn. So we're getting closer to Neon. Now, upgrading some of these apparitions so that they are something that I can just hold into my hand until the time to play them is so damn important. Tori, whenever you would receive 5 or less unblocked attack damage, reduce it to 1. Who's our boss on this floor? Ooh, it is so important that we upgrade these apparitions. Good lord. Thank you for confusing me. You're about to make my life a lot easier. Oh, look, Gecko form. Both of my Meteor Strikes are in my final hand? Game. Got some splaining to do. This'll do it. Oh my god, this'll do it. Oh no, the hologram was cost 2. I thought it was cost 0. No! He died! No! I could have done it without the dark orb! Yes! Oh, no! I'm so mad. Oh, I'm a level of mad I've never been before. Why does rage suddenly appear every time that you are near? Just like me, they long to be furious. Electrodynamics is a great pickup here. I'll also play Purity because then we're getting an extra 5 damage AoE. Let's use Hologram to bring back Dual Cast, because Dual Casting next turn gets the kill. I'm so mad. Girya, you can now gain Strength at rest sites for 3 times maximum. Definitely a Power Potion is better than a Strength Potion for us. I mean, I'm keeping the Meteor Strike, definitely. I could have played that better. I could have played that in such an order that the Purity would have removed everything except for the Meteor Strike, and then the Meteor Strike would have worked. Alright, we'll do that now. Get Dual Cast out of there as well. We'll Apparition. You have to hologram back something 0 cost. We can't do that. Well. No, it hit hologram. Of course it. Well, we got it at the end. Whew. There we go. I'm really gonna need an Echo form. This fight is gonna give me a lot of setup time. I'm gonna need to use this Dex potion though. Okay, hang on. We've got a Meteor Strike active. Now, if I dual cast right now and then Creative AI, I'll hit the other Meteor... No, I won't hit the other Meteor Strike. That's not guaranteed. If I Meteor Strike right now, though... If I Meteor Strike and then I dual cast, I can get enough energy to play the second Meteor Strike. Beautiful. We'll dual cast. That gives me the energy to play the next Meteor Strike. I hologram back the first Meteor Strike. Use this Meteor Strike. This is it. We've done it. Game? You're gonna acknowledge that I am the world's best video gamer? No? Alright then. It is channel 9, right? Oh, I'm really tempted to check. Okay. Bias cognition does nothing to these. Ah, another creative AI. So I'm basically just waiting while I've got these two creative... creative AIs. Let's actually recycle that bias cognition because I'm not going to be using that. The fight's going to be really, really, really long. But I'm just waiting for these bias cognitions to give me the win, effectively now. Storm, Storm. Oh my gosh. Storm, Storm. Heat sinks. Defrag. Deep breath. Sap, strike, doom and gloom, and I can't actually block this, so I'll just take it against my buffer. Well, howdy. All right. We got another Meteor Strike out. Hell yeah. If we play in Electrodynamics, that will actually exhaust one of those as well. That is to say, one of the Plasma. And then I can use Dual Cast to exhaust the other one so that I can try and play out my whole hand. Gosh, this is exciting. Oh, just complete destruction. Could scarcely be more thoroughly owned. I am so glad that this came together. Okay. It's Echo Form, obviously. I mean, they're all extra energy relics. We definitely can't take Velvet Choker. I'm gonna go for the Cursed Key rather than Runic Dome because I don't like losing half of my viewership halfway through an episode. I don't want to fight more elites rather than fewer. Ooh! So the toolbox generated enlightenment. Reduce the cost of cards in your hand to 1 this turn. It's pretty good. Oh boy. I'm gonna strike you 3 times. Now, I did purposefully overstrike that target, and that's so that I would be able to get get my Ornamental Fan before I turn around and try and hit these ones, although I'm not going to. I can actually Doom and Gloom safely here, thanks to my Apparition. Runic Pyramid is so much better now. Oh, it's so good. It's really, like, kind of not fair how really extraordinarily, exceedingly good it is now. Double energy. We don't have anything X cost in our deck yet, so we can't benefit from having a ridiculous amount of energy. We just get the energy and then go, oh, sweet, we have the energy now. I'm going to Doom and Gloom, hologram the Doom and Gloom and play it again. And play a loop. So now we've got a Dark Orb in the front that is growing at twice the rate Dark Orbs typically do. If I recycle... I would actually have to recycle something 2 cost right now, of course. Of course, forgot about that. I'm going to use one of these apparitions at a single defense. I don't have that much in my deck that I would recycle. Just going to try and set up later. So there's no way for me to kill the backline first, right? Oh, Meteor Strike. Oh, that's so good. If I dual cast, I can play the other Meteor Strike. Alright. That'll do. That'll do. White Noise twice. And Summit tells me that's gonna be good enough. Right about there. Essence of Steel. None of those really needed. Nor those, in fact. We don't really use our attacks often enough to focus so, like, narrowly on them. I kind of just want to take the max HP. But I also recognize that removing strikes from the deck is super important, especially because they will just languish? Languish is the word I'm looking for. They will just languish in their hand. I should upgrade the Echo Form because while it is a priority play, there will be turns where I can't play it. I'm so proud of that. Oh, it worked. Oh, yes. I mean, sure, we're going to take a hit here, but it's nothing. I'm going to deep breath twice here. And it worked. I love it when a plan comes together. Apparition, Zap. I can't hologram back Zap and then play Zap and then play the Hello World, so I have to gamble here, and it worked. Meteor Strike, and then we'll hologram back, like a Meteor Strike, maybe? That hologram ought to be upgraded. Okay, double up on that Meteor Strike. There's none left in my deck right now, so I'm going to deep breathe twice before I cool-headed, because I am looking for a Meteor Strike, naturally. Okay, there's one. If I can get both in my hand, then we're really cooking with gas. Because then I can just get 12 meteors in the same turn. Let's double up on that Echo Form. Recycle, Streamline, as well as Defend. Another Echo. Another. Look at all of these Echo Forms. I have 9. I can't stop the Echo. Okay. There's our other Meteor Strike. So now it's... I'll make the enemy vulnerable first. And then Meteor Strike, Meteor Strike. And then Meteor Strike into Meteor Strike. God, I just had a terrible idea. What if it's have 9 plasma at the same time and I've just screwed everything up? It's okay. I can buy myself a couple turns. Just waiting for Meteor Strike now. There it is. Gosh, I hope that counted. All right. Art of War. If you don't play any attack during your turn, get an extra energy next turn. Sure, sure, sure. Force Lightning's actually just like a real cheap, big defensive option. We need to upgrade that hologram because it is actually extraordinarily useful. Okay. Well, there's our playable apparition. I'm gonna recycle that force field. Perfect. I only need to play 1 apparition. I do need to play a defense, but if I play a second defense, I also get the AoE hit as well as I clear out another space in my hand. God, the echo forms! It is frankly GD insane. Right, I'm gonna skill potion, and then by playing 3 skills in this turn, I'll actually kill one of you. So that I can draw another card. Skill potion isn't even that great, right? So losing it is not that bad. Well, white noise twice. Not actually pleased with any of that. Fine, we'll use the second duplication on apparition. I'm not gonna play biased cognition yet. Primarily because I'm just going to be using it to shoot for lethal. So I want to turn like this, for example. Doom and Gloom, then hologram back that Doom and Gloom, then I'm going to Doom and Gloom. Anyone that get hits by the, anyone that is hit by the lightning, that turn will die. Okay. Another skill potion in return. Not really what I wanted, but still. So we've got it. No need for that. That would have just been a curse. Smith another card in our deck. Sure. Is it Woke Bloke at the end? It's not even Woke Bloke. It's Dono and Decker. Okay. Against Dono and Decker, we just need a good opening. That's it. We'll be fine after that. Okay. Guess I'm gonna hold right now. This one's actually hard. I think it's Echo Form Apparition. Not super pleased about Echo Form Apparition Defender, sure. It's unfortunate. Oh, I should have played this Apparition. That's my bad. That's entirely my bad. I messed that one up. I could have kept the other one in hand for a while. Yeah, I screwed that up pretty badly. It's okay, though. Now that we've got an Echo Form out, our Meteor Strikes are pretty much permanently active. Let's hologram back a Meteor Strike and use it again. Because now we're just getting 6 energy back every single time we do that, right? We just generated 9 in that turn, in fact. I'm glad that we were finally able to get the build around for this. I'm, in fact, really pleased. There we go. That's what I was aiming for, by the way. The AoE from playing all of the spells to kind of catch up to my enemies there. Alright, and murder. Hell yes. The skill potion not worth. Definitely take a storm, though. I mean, because now I don't really need to care about how we kill our enemies. It's just kill them. Kill them. Because we should have achieved anything that we were required to do. I'm gonna recycle the force field. Because now a single defense will actually keep me around. Perfect. Oh, this is so good. Hologram back a Meteor Strike. I'll play an Apparition. And then every time I play a Meteor Strike, we're only going to be taking 1 damage on the back end. So I can clean up the board. All right. Reinforced Body. Yes. Hell yes. Extraordinarily powerful defensive card. It's already upgraded as well. This is my last opportunity to spend my money, so I'll spend it. Red Mask at the start of each combat, apply 1 weakness to all enemies. That's not going to affect the Donu and Deca because they have artifacting. I should have used the secret weapon to pull the Meteor Strike out, and then just played all my powers to see if it hit Meteor Strike. That would have been the correct thing to do, though. Since I am capable of naturally defending this turn, I'm not going to play the Apparition, even though it's 0 cost. Because it doesn't benefit me, right? Fine, I'm going to play 1 of my Apparitions this turn. I need to upgrade that Recycle. It's actually kind of imperative. Do I want to evoke that yet? I don't really. That's the thing, I'm trying to keep the Dark Orb around. That's why I'm not playing the Meteor Strike yet. Because I figure that's actually going to be like a really good way to kill our enemy. We have Storm though, so if I play another power, I'm going to lose it. Fine. Let's lose it then. Because we've got another kill condition this turn anyway. Just evoking a ridiculous amount of lightning orbs. Sundial every 3 times you shuffle your deck. Gain an energy. Gain 2 energy, rather, sorry. Heat Sinks is going to be a ridiculous amount of card draw, but the thing is we end up with ridiculous card draw anyhow. So I don't think we need to set ourselves up for that. I think that kind of... that'll take care of itself. Upgrade that Recycle, because as I said, it is extremely important in securing our opening, and our opening is going to be the most important thing in this fight. This is going really well. Now, I'm going to be playing 5 cards this turn, but unfortunately, I didn't want to play the Panache before the Storm, which would have given me a Lightning. I wanted to play the Panache before this. Sorry, I didn't want to play the Panache after the Storm to gain a Lightning. I wanted to play the Panache before the Storm so that I could gain a Panache. Right? It's 3 instantaneous as well as 3 passive over time versus 20. I could have just kept one of my defensive cards there. Yeah, it would have been correct to keep a defensive card rather than just play them all. That was dumb. No, it wouldn't be, because my Apparitions exist in my deck. Yeah. I'm gonna flip back and forth on those because there are debates to be had. But I'm feeling more calm about my choice. I'm gonna bring back the reinforced body. Play an Echo form as well. Awesome. Yeah. I'm not gonna play Bias Cognition right now because I need to guarantee my longevity in this fight. That's the thing I should handle first. Okay, I'm gonna get a skill potion just in case it is an energy related thing. It technically could be. I could bring a recycle back and then use a recycle to recycle reinforced body in order to gain a bunch. Sure, we're doing it. Give me recycle and give me hologram. I think we may actually just be able to combo off until the end here. We'll use recycle on the reinforced body. Now, if I bring back hologram, I would have to... If I use hologram to bring back the recycle, that is, I would have to recycle something with cost 3 in order to... that's not going to work. Dual cast isn't in there either. Okay, I think I stalled for another turn. This is set up to go off pretty soon. Oh, never mind. The Meteor Strike got down to cost 0. Cool. We can continue to go off. By all accounts, at this point, Bias Cognition should be in play. At the very least, one of you would be dead were it already in play. And it'd have a fair crack at another. So Echo Form will dual play Echo Form here. So one card has been Echo Form played, and we've got 2 more stacks of Echo Form. So now I can dual play Heat Sinks. And Bias Cognition. And this is going to end the fight. Like, I could pretty much do anything from here on out. It's over. Hell yes. All right. If we did not get the achievement, I'm gonna be the world's maddest man. Even perfected 2 bosses with that. Hell of a long episode also. Show me Chivo. Show me Chivo. Come on, and statistics, character stats. Boom! Neon, channel 9 plasma in a single turn. What, like it's hard? We've still got one that we need to do, and that is common sense. I am not going to rest until that's done. Beat the game with a deck containing no uncommons or rares. I'll get you. For the moment, though, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Spire. Hopefully you have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.